Good day, everyone. My name is Amelita Amnanawa Alvarez, and I am here to discuss the role of new media in development communication in the Philippines. So before we dive into discussion, let's have an overview. Based on our reading material in DEV 202, Introduction to Development Communication, DevCom grew in response to societal problems as these root causes can be addressed through information and communication. So, according to Mr. Tony Lopez opinion article in Philippine Star, currently in the Philippines, we face four major problems. So it is inflation, poverty, poor quality basic education, and red tape. So first is the inflation. Philippine food prices as of now are the highest in 100 years, partly due to nearly stagnant local power production. Second, in a survey conducted by the Social Weather Station from June 23 to July 1, 2024, 58% of Filipinos said that they are poor. It is the highest in 16 years, with the previous high being in back in 2008, which is 59%. Third, he cited the Program for International Student Assessment or PISA 2022 exams, wherein 75% of 15-year-old Filipino students failed the exam in reading, math, and science with score way below the global average. So, this low score reflects the poverty of Filipino students as 36% of the examinees came from the bottom of the income class. So lastly, he stated his dismay on the red tape, describing it as a bane for every Filipino who needs a document or wants to deal with government agencies. He cited his experience when he was applying for a Meralco meter and he was required to comply 17 permits. So, as a development communication practitioner, it is crucial for us to tackle these issues and act as a catalyst for change with the help of media. So, what is new media? And in the Philippine context, will new media or platforms have role in the development communication work? Well, here is my answer. According to Joe Cott and Mars Girolimon of Southern New Hampshire University, new media encompasses any media delivered digitally, including newspaper articles, blog, music, and podcasts. It does not refer to a specific mode of communication. So, what are the example of media? For our discussion, I will cite the example. So first is the internet radio. So I have discussed the history of internet radio back in module 16. So in the context of Philippines, internet radio provides access to news, educational content, and development programs in remote communities. Some broadcasts are even in local dialects, which fosters better engagement and relevance. So in a survey conducted by Pulse Asia, back in September 2021, 49% of Filipinos cited radio as a source of news. Radio is an important news source in lower income groups such as Class B and Class E compared to the Class ABC as shown in this figure. It is also regionally, radio is more significant in Visayas and Mindanao. Thus, the data underscores the continued relevance of radio, particularly in areas and among populations where other forms of media may be less accessible. Second is the e-book or digital learning. It is an alternative printed textbook, making educational resources more affordable and accessible, especially in remote regions. So, one example of this is the DepEd Commons. It is an online platform designed to support the continuous delivery of basic education for Filipino learners, offering free resources under fair use. It was launched back in the pandemic as an help for students who wants to continue their lessons amid the Luzon-wide enhanced community quarantine. Currently, DepEd Commons is the new normal, and they currently partnered with Khan Academy and Smart Communications to enhance digital learning efforts for learners, teachers, and schools. And then lastly, social media. So social media, as we all know, is a powerful campaign It is a powerful tool for campaign, crisis communication, and development programs. So according to VR Social and Hootsuite, over 85 million Filipinos are internet users, representing 77% of the population, with 3 hours and 24 minutes according to Meltwater, the average time spent by Filipinos on social media. So new media platforms like internet radio and ebooks greatly improve access to information in remote or underserved areas in the Philippines, with mobile internet becoming more affordable. These platforms offer a cost-effective way to reach a large audience, including those in rural areas who may not have access to traditional media like television or print. The Philippines has one of the highest social media penetration globally, with about 80% of the Filipinos using social media. This is a powerful tool for development communication campaigns to reach diverse audiences quickly and efficiently. Development communication is the most effective when it resonates to the local cultures and languages. So new media platforms allows content to be created and delivered in local dialects, making it more relevant. For example, internet radio enables communities to produce content tailored to their own issues using their own language. So this fosters participation and feedback in development communication. So in my job as an information officers, we have information officers in our extension offices, which who creates IEC materials in their own languages or translate the IEC materials in their languages. For example, in Zamboanga, we have an information officer who translates it in Bisaya and in Chabacan. New media platforms like internet video and ebooks are cost-effective alternatives to traditional media, especially in a developing country like the Philippines, where resources for communication campaigns are often limited. Uh, in terms of new media, as it is currently as it is in the process of development, we still have to address the challenges. So in a report by the Philippine National Economic Development Authority or NEDA, it shows that the government allocated a significant portion of its budget to the communication campaign materials for COVID-19 and disaster preparedness, but still face challenges reaching remote areas due to logical constraints. So internet, radio, and ebooks overcome many of these limitations by offering scalable solution that does not require significant infrastructure investment. So for example, internet radio can be broadcast via mobile phone, which are widespread in the Philippines, even in areas with limited electricity. Ebooks play an important role in enhancing our literacy and education in the Philippines, where the literacy rate is around 98%, according to Philippine Statistics Authority back in 2022. However, educational access in materials remains a challenge, especially in rural areas where traditional books may be scarce. Personally, in my experience back in the Department of Education in the DRRMS or Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Service, aside from the lack of the materials or textbooks, some of them are being destroyed or are destroyed due to the natural disasters like typhoons in the Philippines. So uh, I think personally ebooks or digital platforms or learning platforms will become helpful in our basic education system. So ebooks can help fill this gap, offering students and communities access to learning materials that would otherwise be unavailable. So new media platforms, particularly social media, are powerful tools for social change and advocacy. In the Philippines, In the Philippines, platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have been instrumental in driving social movements, raising awareness about issues like environmental protection, gender equality, and political accountability. Overall, New media platforms such as internet radio, e-books, and social media are becoming integral to development communication in the Philippines. They provide accessible, cost-effective, and interactive means of communication that enhances participation, education, and social change. With high internet penetration and social media engagement in the country, these platforms are essential for addressing development challenges, particularly in rural and underserved communities. So that's it for our for my part in the discussion forum. So thank you for listening and have a great day ahead. Bye.